We are live. It's the 111 show. It's your boy Melly, the host. And I got my co-host with me.
What up,
Baylor.
though? What's up?
What's good with you, my guy?
Good, man.
No, happy Father's Day
Appreciate it.
on the live. I'll
Yeah.
wait for the other father to get on the thing. You get some
Mhm.
get your first wallet or
I ain't get nothing, bro. We drove back from Milwaukee on Father's Day, so we was out there for a little wedding. Shout out to Dr. Peters and Mrs. Peters. Congratulations to them. And then we slid
I
back.
did. I
About
did.
a si- about a 6 hour drive from Detroit, if anybody cared.
Yeah, that drive to Milwaukee. I made that. Well, I ain't drive from Detroit. I drove from Grand Rapids, so that's a little bit. That's a little bit of a faster drive. It's about 4 of them things. But yeah,
Uh-oh.
man, that's what's up, dog. You
Appreciate
good?
it. I don't know. We went out for a second. You just came back in.
Oh, I'm in now. All right. Yeah, man, it was cool. I hopped on a boat, a little boat ride early on, and then you feel me, chilled in the lake. It was relaxing. You know, I'm usually running around and whatnot. The podcast. We got Mike. We got Mike.
What up?
Yeah, you on the stream, bro. You getting right on the stream. So whatever you was doing backstage, you in here now. Happy Father's Day, Negro.
Appreciate it, big bro. Appreciate it, big bro. You know we on.
Yeah, but Mike be giving I gotta put in the thumbnail, but Mike be giving away the topics with his name. But yeah, man, we gonna get into the Travis Rudolph stuff because I ain't really know all the details of his case because that'd be a lot of drama. But
Yeah.
niggas don't like to read. I like videos, so
Yeah.
uh, I watched the Pivot, his interview with the Pivot. It was great. And I
I did
watched
not watch that. It was good.
man, you gotta watch it if you ain't
Okay.
watched it.
I've been keeping up with like the little TikToks that was like about his case because I wasn't gonna sit there and watch his case, but I definitely know the backstory on his case and everything.
Fresh
Yeah.
cut Caleb in the building. I seen.
No. No. No.
I hear Kane in the background getting it in.
Yeah, dog ad living. This the fourth member on the pod, Kane.
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep muting myself.
4.5 for real.
Yeah, man. Dog, the Travis Rudolph thing. If you ain't listen to it, bro, it's a. I don't want to say it's a good story because it's unfortunate for him, but so the story goes. I got my little notes right here about the case. So he had got into it.
Details on it.
I got it right here.
Oh, all right.
I got it right here. So I watched two videos. I watched Flimlo Rap's video too. So like,
Type yes. So
I got the rundown. So he was released a few weeks ago, actually, and we seen video of him on Instagram Live, dancing all that with Dalvin Cook. But this is the full story, So the story goes, he was with his then girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, I don't know what it was. She found some other female in his phone. Argument ensued. They said they was having a game night. They was drinking, and one thing lead to another. Find out about the other woman. Turns into a domestic thing, and he get hit with a tequila bottle. She trying to wrestle with him, break the PlayStation. She said, they do the whole song and dance. You know how I usually go with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it's different, where she calls her brothers to come, quote unquote, shoot his up. And this where it take a left, man, because they actually come, they jump him where they could have left it at that. You know what I'm saying? Put hands on his sister. They put hands on him. Siri trying to talk to me right now, but you know what I'm saying?
Him and his brother. They put hands on him and his brother.
Yeah, him and his brother. His brother's there. His mom's there.
Mm-hmm.
His mom's there, and they got them approaching him on the Ring doorbell, and he said he sees them go back and grab. Oh, Chaz here. Chaz,
hold up, bro. Hit that again, Chaz.
What up, gang?
Oh, there you go. Because I couldn't
Mike
hear
messed
that
up. Okay.
No, you
We
good.
back.
I don't want to
with
be
it.
interrupted. Nothing. I was gonna let you cook. Go ahead, Melly.
No, you weren't interrupting nothing. We talking about the Travis Rudolph thing. We live, man.
I'm about Trav Wick.
So
I see
you know,
Kane in the background walking.
yeah, man. So we got where's that? Them beating him up. They jumped him.
Yep, he was at the crib spot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they jump him at the crib. They go back to go. You know what I'm saying? They said they about to, up blick on dog. So he goes and get his, and apparently they see it and they try and take off, but they also still trying to shoot at him. So he dumped 39 rounds.
Sound like that. Something like that.
Something like that. Dumped 39 rounds at him, and he hits one of the, people assaulting him or one of her brothers, whatever it is, and he died. And you know what I'm saying? They arrest him, but everybody talk about how Travis Rudolph, you know what I'm saying, killed man in the whole nine. You know, Florida got to stand your ground.
Sure does.
Yeah.
So
Sure does.
But the thing they tried to use against him was, all right, he didn't stand his ground because they was fleeing the scene, but they came and assaulted, bro, and got to drive away and do all, you know what I'm saying? You don't get to come beat on me and threaten my family and threaten to kill me and my family. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, I don't know what you're gonna do with the gun. You didn't care about my mom and my sister and my brother before then. What are y'all gonna do now that I got a gun? Y'all just didn't know I had the gun, or else y'all wouldn't have ran away. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how the man ended up spending a year in jail, even if he did kill him, because, and then the girl get off scot-free. You know what I'm saying? I looked up, they got a petition going, but she get off scot-free for conspiring and, you know what I'm saying, commissioning them to come shoot his stuff up. She said it, it's plain as day. People go down for this all the time for conspiring to commit a crime. She contracted a murder.
You say she Nick Fury?
Yeah, bro. She called the hit. Bro.
As
what
his
else
acting, as his speaking from, as his lawyer.
Yes, please.
Travis bust back Rudolph, as we are gonna call him, because he
Mike Mill.
definitely bust back. The man who John Morant trying to be. A real shooting guard, a real somebody who takes aim. Yeah, everything. I don't know who would be looking at this as if he did anything wrong. Because ain't no way you would think he did anything wrong. Because
I don't think he did anything wrong.
If it was anybody else, I'm definitely gonna bust back. Now his aim was impeccable because they said they was fleeing away. And he got him through the whip.
Well, he had a rifle, bro.
I mean, his aim wasn't all that great, bro. I mean, he talking out of 39 shots, only one. You know what I mean?
He 1 for 4.
If we have to be,
look.
If I'm keeping it a bean with you, I'm probably not hitting nothing in that situation, bro.
I'm not hitting nothing.
You gotta think about it. You just got beat on. You just got beat on, and you running with a rifle, and you trying to hit a moving car. I don't know if y'all ever, shot one of them things, but.
Trust me.
It ain't no easy task to hit something.
He don't need to be playing in the ball. He don't need to be playing in the league no more. He need to be in action movies.
He needs to go to the range.
Put him in Iraq right now.
Yeah.
I don't think he want to shoot no more guns, depending on where it got him. But this what I really wanted to talk about. No, y'all got anything else to say about this woman that don't nothing happen?
She needs to be charged.
Put her under the jail.
Facts.
Simple.
She needs to go to Fleece Johnson University.
Send her to FJU, man. That's another one. FJU filling up.
FJU got 2 people in class right now.
Mike the head of admissions at FJU.
She going straight to FJU, bro.
And it's about to be a booming campus, bro.
Man, she going to FJU 423. Yeah, bro. I can't. Bro. She needs to go to FJU, bro. But not for real, bro. It's really sad how a person, because assuming the reason that he was in jail is because she's a person that called the cops, obviously. And then when you dig deep on the case and things like that, how they probably spun it, how things went down, most likely her story was a story that was, you know what I mean, the one that they believed for the majority of the time. No, we can't hear you. You
Okay,
good?
cool.
We can hear you now. But so that I would assume that's probably why he was in jail. Now, granted, the reason he probably didn't take no plea deals because I'm sure they was offered because he like I'm finna get off regardless, and the
Well,
evidence
a
showed
plea
that.
deal would have screwed him, bro. No, not no plea deal. He would have,
Exactly,
because
but
he
that's
would
what I'm
have had to do
saying though
the
because
time.
he
And he couldn't
knew
afford it.
exactly. That's what I'm saying though because he knew I'm not going to take a deal. I don't have to. I'm going to get off anyway. You know what I mean? So again, the reason why he was in jail that whole time is at the end of the day, it's a woman versus a man. Person ended up dead. All we know is he bust back. They was leaving. Stories get misconstrued all the time. Now through the discovery and things like that, see what happened. He free. She broke. So look, we just gonna just keep it at that. But at the end of the day, bro, Travis, if you listening, you know what I mean, as your attorney, we did good, bro. We did it, bro. We back outside just in time for the summertime too. We back outside, man.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to mute myself real quick. I'm gonna say something.
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, cool. I thought you was
going to cut
I had to
somebody
switch
up.
it back over to the actual microphone. It was still on the MacBook audio, so that's probably why I heard Kane going crazy.
I thought you were going to cuss out the kids. I thought you were going to say, hold
No.
up.
That's my own technical.
Get that tweaking out.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but on another note, I'm glad he got. I think the pivot was a good place for him to go. I don't know if y'all familiar with the podcast with Fred and them, the boys that left. I Am Athlete. Ryan Clark didn't, but I feel like they did a good job. They did a good job with Johnson Mint and I can't think Amir. I think the Ohio State boys that got off from their charge and they got all their charge dropped. Mm-hmm. So I think just them getting on that platform and them willing to like get them a voice to speak is a good place. And I love what they doing, bro. That shit is amazing. Hopefully we get a chance to do that in the future. But
because they doing some good stuff, bro. Because they doing besides just sports, you know what I mean? They're doing because remember way back they did Michael Beasley, you know what
Michael
I mean?
Beasley was what kind of like blew up they channel for real.
They even did Tim Anderson. Did my boy Tim Anderson?
I ain't watched that one yet, but
hey, he ain't cheap, bro.
What I wanted to say is what was real about them is they said they will call The Rock, or as they say, DJ personally to, you know, if you want that opportunity to get back into a league, that he'll call The Rock, who is the owner of the XFL.
That's dope.
To get him back in the ball, which I think is amazing, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. A lot of the times we hear stories like this. I know what was bro name that went to Baylor? He was like a big meme.
You talking about
Sean Oakman?
Yeah,
Sean Oakman.
Oh, yeah.
He had spent his time in jail and it was over with after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully
it was a case he got the light on too.
So
yeah, light on too.
It's a lot going, and I'm glad they're giving him a voice and like they got the pull to get him another opportunity, which I feel like he should get an opportunity, bro, because he was protecting his family. But they tried to sneak some on Father's Day. They tried to sneak a lot of stuff in, and the first thing I want to cover is the boy Ja Wick getting a 25-game suspension. Now, I told y'all, bro, that he was only gonna get enough to miss all NBA because the requirement now, if y'all didn't know, in the new CBA is you got to play 65 games or else you don't qualify. So a lot of people that qualified this year wouldn't have got it because they played less than 65. Which
qualify
is, I think,
for awards. You got to clarify that.
All NBA, all defensive awards, all of that. They got to play that many games.
MVP, everything.
MVP, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that. But yeah, bro, you got to. All right, nigga. Look, yeah, bro. So, that's what I expected, bro. And this is my prediction. This is set up so he misses all NBA. He gonna miss out on some money because of them, you know, them incentives that kick in. And then after that, if he messes up again, he not gonna get no max money because he probably gonna have to miss a year. And then he gonna bounce himself out of the league because ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that. He gonna blackball himself. So all of the pressure is on John Morant. Adam Silver really just he really just gave him enough rope to hang himself, for lack of
No,
a
for
better
real.
words.
Oh,
So
for real.
Jesus,
people saying he's a substitute teacher. I'm like, he doing
It's
just enough.
Melvin
Nah,
already
bro,
used the
he-
N-word on Juneteenth. He
right,
fully in that bag.
right. We talking about lynches on Juneteenth.
I ain't say lynch. I used the figure of speech.
Hey,
He trusting them as far as he could throw him. If y'all want a better word.
Hangman.
Hey, man.
I feel you though.
Change
Hold on,
Adam Silver name to Hangman.
No, let me talk about Adam
Go ahead,
Silver.
Chaz. Go ahead,
Because-
Chaz.
I said this on the last episode when we predicted. I said 20 to 30, right? 25-ish. Substitute teacher. Like I said, they're running all over Adam Silver. They're walking all over. They're doing whatever they want, bro. They running wild. And I didn't expect Adam Silver to be the tough guy. But when you come out to the public and you say, hey, I'm not going to discuss the job suspension yet because I don't want it to take away from the NBA Finals. But just know we've uncovered more evidence against him. Like, he act like he was about to put the hammer down and slapped him a little 25. That's nothing. That's nothing. For a second-time offender, let somebody do that to Roger Goodell.
I was just gonna say that.
Bro,
Let somebody do that to Roger, bro.
I
It's
told
raps.
you. We know, but this is the difference, bro. The NBA is player ran because the teams is so small, bro.
Yeah,
and we know that the players is what powered the league. We talked about it in the last episode. All the star player come from the players, not the teams. John
I
Morant
agree.
is the star. He's the moneymaker.
I agree.
So
I'm
as a
just saying,
fan, would you
Adam Silver soft.
Caleb, go ahead because I got a question to caveat
Yeah.
that.
Adam Silver is soft.
Soft as cheese.
I think he's soft, but I feel like
SOF.
he playing his cards. He holding the cards close to his chest.
Look,
Man, well,
What cards, bro? This
Look,
was
man,
the
if this
time
was-
to
if
drop
I
a
just
hammer.
told- I
if
just
this
told
was
you.
if this was David Stern, bro, he probably would have been suspended the whole year.
Yep.
If this was David Stern, he would have been, bro.
This
Look,
David Stern, he trading him to the Shanghai Gordons. He
he ain't even doing that, bro.
He gone, bro.
He might
Gone.
get Cuz a job at Walmart bagging groceries. That's what he might do. But that's it. He would have been go. I promise you.
Silver, bro, because you know LeBron called him. He was like, "Hey, LeBron told him what it was." Adam, Big A,
Man, he gonna get that quick.
what you gonna do, big bro?
He gonna be back. They need them. They need them highlights. They need them on ESPN. They need them jumping, almost dunking and shit. They need them back. So
I had
he
them
ain't
boys out.
sitting up. He ain't sitting.
I
up
had
the
them
whole year.
white vans outside of his mama house. I had the white vans outside his mama house. Like, hey,
He had the beam on him.
hey, hey, I had him. We gonna turn this silver to red. Keep playing, B. Keep playing, B. I'm gonna show you. What I was doing with them guys. He called the GDs.
Chill.
Man.
Mike, ask your question, bro. What was that question you was about to
Oh,
ask, bro?
You had
The
something.
question was, as a fan, what structure would you have? Would you rather have Roger Goodell, who's by the book, stick to his guns, that's how you're gonna do it, or would you have Adam Silver, who's more lenient? Like
I'm Silver because my players gonna play.
Silver for sure.
Okay. Well, more or less, I guess you can say like as a fan and a player, but
Both.
pretty
Silver.
much, yeah.
Bro, Zeke's suspension kind of basically derailed his career, bro. Him getting suspended for 6 games.
All right, look, you ain't finna shoot, bro. Don't bet.
He was down there in
if Adam
Cabo
was in
being
there-
freaky.
He was down there in
Nothing to do
Cabo
with
getting
nothing.
fat, freaky.
Do
He had
not
the
put that-
margaritas on go. On
You see how you
call.
try to cut,
Hey.
bro.
Bro, you
Try to
asked me.
shoehorn Zeke in there real
You
quick.
asked me.
Try to shoot bro some bail.
Did you not just ask me that?
Try to shoot Cuz some bail.
Adam gonna
Honestly,
get Zeke on the field.
Adam gonna
ASAP.
have Zeke starting week 3.
Start week 2.
He's
gonna
on
make
there.
him-
He probably would have got Zeke a dietitian too.
Facts.
He definitely got Cuz right.
But check it out. The second thing they tried to sneak in is the boy Bradley Beal on Father's Day going to the Phoenix Suns for no first round picks. They got some pick swaps and Landry Shamet.
Speaking of Father's Day,
what is we doing here, bro?
Wasn't Landry
Speaking of
Shamet already
Father's
in
Day,
Washington?
it's a good fact in that trade.
No? Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a good fact in that trade as to why that actually happened too. It's a good
What's the fact,
in that
Mike?
trade.
Go ahead.
Bradley Beal's agent, his dad is the Phoenix Suns GM or some
CEO.
like that. Yep,
I'm
CEO.
about to say, ain't that?
Yep, he's a CEO. So it was. You could tell this is already like match made in heaven. He was going over there for sure. He definitely was on that for sure.
Now the other underlying narrative is Chris Paul is now going to he's a Washington Wizard, but he gonna be going to a contender, so they're not even gonna get Chris Paul.
No.
Now, hold on. There's a couple ways. There's a couple ways that can go, but I want to stick on Brad Beal for a second. Is it just me, or is the league rigged, bro?
No, yeah, because he's
You getting Bradley Beal for what you like to say, Melly? A bag of peanuts? For a bag of chips?
You getting him for a bag of unpopped popcorn.
Come on, bro. They ain't even have to send a first rounder, and they're getting Bradley Beal, the hottest free agent, rumor guy for the last 3 years. They're getting him for Landry Shamet.
He's been over there tanking.
Riddle with injury.
It's some seconds. Come on, bro. Now let me play Mike for a second. Let me get off a little dirty narrative, right?
I love it.
Now I'm gonna take y'all back to 2022, 2021 era. Robert Sarver, the owner of the Suns, got caught saying some racist things and having some racist treatment of his employees. Now, the big story about the leak, but what happens? Matt Ishbia swoops in, says, "Hey, Adam, I got you. I'll buy the Suns. Take all the heat off Sarver. I've never seen that expose on Sarver. I don't know how racist he actually is. They kept that in-house because Matt Ishbia swooped in and saved the day so the NBA can look clean. And this is the reward he gets. He gets Bradley Beal for free for saving Robert Sarver in the NBA's image. That's my little NBA After Dark narrative. Got to get it off.
Gotta get it off because Cuz was definitely racist.
I think more people would have watched if the NBA was racist. I ain't gonna lie.
No, for real.
A little bit more racist. I think more white people will watch.
No, because besides that, you had folks. Come on, bro. Look, Utah back in the day was pure. You had Karl Malone, who ain't racist, but he the other word.
Yeah.
And then you had John Stockton, who definitely was borderline.
Facts.
So I'm like, man, look, the NBA, they need more villains, bro. That's why Ja did what he did.
He like Malibu's Most Wanted
type.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we got Zion. He a villain.
Nah,
you see how she looked. He a villain for doing that.
This ain't nothing but like a bunch of this. You know what this is? This is a bunch of teenagers that got a little bit too much money too soon, and this is what happened. This is like Lord of the Flies. This what this is.
Got Steven Jackson talking about whatever, man. But they old heads is through.
Bro, Steven Jackson gonna get up there and talk about, well, we was in the NBA shit. We was smoking an eighth before we got on the court. Yeah, he give a fuck.
I cracked the pipe, man. What?
He swear. I know y'all seen Jordan. He was back there with the Bush lattes.
Speaking of Jordan,
they were pre and post game.
Speaking of Jordan, he put the Hornets up for sale.
No, he sold them.
He sold them because he owed money.
Yeah, he got horsed.
That's why.
That ain't what he wanted to do. He got horsed.
He owed money.
Hey, Melly, I'm sorry I cut you off on your Chris Paul story where you was going, but I want to go back to that before we get into this Jordan sale.
Yeah. So
what did you have to say about that? I'm interested.
So Chris Paul, who turned into Cliff Paul during the playoffs, dog got traded on a plane going to Good Morning America, and we were saying it, but we were saying it on the last stream that he needs to go to a contender to help some guys or go to a younger team to help some guys to get them over the top. He's not the third piece to your big three anymore. He's not that guy anymore. You know what I'm saying? But he is still a good player. But is he gonna be the factor? Like how Jamal Murray was a factor? Is he gonna be the factor like Jimmy Butler? No. Is he gonna be a LeBron even? No. You know what I'm saying? He's not that guy anymore. He need to be on a team where he don't have to do that. He just gotta be a distributor, which is what he wants to do, and go to contender. People are saying LA. I don't think he should go to LA because he's gonna end up with injured Paul George and injured Kawhi.
He ain't got a choice.
He need to go somewhere else. Like go to Boston. Go to one of these other places.
Orleans.
Yeah, go to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could
Portland.
tell Zion to keep it in his pants. Y'all both from North Carolina, or wherever y'all from. You know what I'm saying?
A good spot would be Sacramento.
Zion from South Carolina.
Sacramento, yes, whatever.
They from South Carolina. I'm seeing there's a big difference between the Hornbugs and the Thugs down there.
Whatever. He need to be on a team where he could just be a vet. You know, he need to get in his Jason Kidd bag when he was on the Mavericks. And that's what he need to be doing.
That's why my favorite spot for him was San Antonio. I like Celtics as well. I like Boston, but I really
Sacramento.
think he should go to San Antonio, bro.
I like Sacramento, bro.
I like that narrative, Caleb, because
Sacramento
a little bit more grown up than what San Antonio would be, or even if he go to a Boston, I feel like Boston would be like
Sacramento with fire, but how they play, you don't need a person like Chris Paul playing level.
You're gonna slow the whole walk it
Why
up.
wouldn't you? That's the difference between beating the Warriors in Game 7 is Chris Paul. A vet like Chris Paul.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Yes, it is. Bro.
You talk about the Game 7, Steph went for 50?
That's like,
the difference is a vet like Chris Paul. You can't expect De'Aaron to go head up 50 because he tried to.
He would have. He probably would have. He was healthy. He
tried to.
He probably would have.
He tried to.
But Chris is not the answer.
Chris Paul.
No,
it don't matter. But having a vet like that on your team in a Game 7, that's
not gonna stop nothing.
Are you saying from more like a leadership standpoint?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
They ain't stop nothing. He was over there on the Suns.
Golden State.
They ain't stop nothing. He was on the Suns.
All right, that shit over with. I'm just saying.
He had D-Book and got
that could have been
whooped on.
Because he's not the third star no more.
That's what I'm saying. So he don't need to go to a team like Sacramento. He need to go to a team like San Antonio. So he can teach that young boy how to play.
See the picture.
He wouldn't be the third star in San Antonio. He wouldn't be the third star in Sacramento.
Exactly.
But
all right, hold up, Melvin. Shoot him some bail. Convince me and Chaz as to why this is a good idea.
Here's why it won't work, and why they will get mad, and why they like D-Book initiating the offense, because they get up and down the court. The thing with Chris Paul is he gonna walk the ball down the court, stop the fast break. So you eliminating a lot of fast break points with Chris Paul because the way he wants to play basketball. Right. But what Caleb is saying. The difference is slow the hell down. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple possessions where these could be difference making possessions. And we could slow the offense down, get a quality shot instead of Malik Monk coming down here, tween, step back, or De'Aaron Fox, tween, force it to the rim. That's where I see his point. But for a team like Sacramento,
I don't think that was Sacramento.
He'd have to run the second unit.
Was dang near the best offense in the league. Scoring offense was not their problem.
Well, I'm saying,
they was getting whooped on by
literally what
Draymond
Green
is
what happened at the end of Game 7. That was the difference. Was those few possessions where they could have slowed down and got a better shot. That could be the leadership that Chris Paul can bring to that team,
and that's true because that's
all I'm saying.
That
can take them over that hump.
Here's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying.
Caleb.
This why I'm advocating for Boston. You know, besides him, his attitude fitting there. He an asshole. Boston is known for, you know what I'm saying? It's Boston. They got an attitude. They in your face. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They nasty. We don't care if we like you. We known winners. So him going to Boston with them guys who are a little bit more grown up, can speak to Jason Tatum and speak to Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, and they gonna respect what he got to say. We talking in the hypothetical, but I'm saying these guys who can slow it down and run some offense. They don't gotta rely on that as much. They could slow it down and get a bucket on you in the half court.
And I think it fits with Boston too, because that's what Boston does, right? Boston don't fly around, bro. They play slow. Their issue is they don't have a true point to tell people where they need to be and to execute an offense down the stretch. Down the stretch, they go Jaylen Brown, ISO, get ripped, see ya. Jimmy Butler, that's 2 and 1. That's the problem in Boston.
We still forget that.
They need a point. Sacramento does not need a point. But who does is, like you said, Boston, and that boy Wemby, who's coming in, about to pair up with Pop. Why not get him a point to teach him the game?
Yeah,
Chris Paul.
At
this point in Chris Paul's career, I'm beyond the point where I'm thinking, okay, where can Chris Paul go get a ring? How is Chris Paul gonna get his ring?
He still want that.
A ring ain't for everybody, right? Charles Barkley ain't got one. I mean, it ain't for everybody. You can be a great player without a ring.
You just call him the Chris Carter of the NBA.
He the CC. He the
Chris Carter of the NBA.
Everybody don't get a ring, bro. And I'm past that point with Chris Paul. He had way too many opportunities, and he flaunted them by getting hurt or by folding in the finals or by whatever it was.
You feel that way about Melo too? You feel that way about Melo too?
No,
Melo. I don't think Melo. I don't think
Melo's different, bro.
Listen.
I
feel that way times 100 about Melo.
Okay,
I feel that way times 100 about Melo. Like Chris, I really wanted him to get one. Melo did not play a style of basketball that said I want to win.
Melo wanted to get a buck.
He wanted to get a buck and Lala Anthony. He didn't care about nothing else.
He wanted to get a buck and then go get a chopped cheese after the game. That's all he could do. Because, bro, you can't tell me. But anyway, bro, that's where I think he should land, or where I want him to land. He still want to go to a contender, so I don't think San Antonio is probably he might as well just go to Washington if that's the point, because you're gonna waste your last couple of years. Is Wemby even gonna listen to you, bro? But I think Chris Paul. What I wanted to say is Chris Paul come from the era of Kobe and LeBron when they was in the league. Of he in that type of era where he can get that type of respect from those guys in Boston. That's why I keep saying Boston.
Yeah.
So he'll get that respect, but
that's what they need, bro. Because they wasn't getting it from Dog. Who was his name? I forgot his name.
What you talking about, the coach?
Yeah, Mazzulla.
We know why that happened. You see the name.
Bro.
Why we acting brand new?
You see the name, but I told Chaz, it's like if you know what I'm saying, Didi became the head coach, bro. Out of nowhere.
It is.
Who's gonna listen to Didi?
Hey, man.
You laughing,
bro.
You laughing, bro, but it's true, bro. It's true.
We
love
and that's out of all love, bro. That's out of all love.
Didi.
Yeah,
but it gotta be. I'm guaranteeing you, there's people on the team that like Joe Mazzulla when he was an assistant. But then if Didi became the head coach when we was playing, it's gonna be a vast majority of the team that ain't gonna listen, because we all know Didi and we all love Didi.
Bro, can we do somebody that we don't like Travis?
No, this is the thing about Joe.
Right,
real quick,
it would have been a mutiny
about Joe, bro. Joe wasn't even a on the bench assistant, bro. He was in the second row behind the players and the rest of the real assistant coaches. This is a second row.
I'm accurate in my DD.
So you are very accurate in your DD.
We just hate that you use DD.
I just hate that you use DD. Why couldn't it be
because DD held it down, bro.
J-Dub. Why couldn't it be a J-Dub situation, Mike? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely not listening to him.
That's Joe Mazzulla. That's Joe Mazzulla. All right, that's all I had to get off.
Y'all done?
Yeah.
Man, hey, and if y'all got to this point in the stream and y'all ain't like the stream yet, like the stream right now.
Like the stream, bro.
And subscribe.
Like the
stream.
Because
I ain't say it before. I ain't do my drop because I had to add y'all in bits and pieces. But
no, for real. Like the stream, because if you don't and it's Juneteenth, you racist. Like, I'm blatant with it.
Exactly.
Racist.
Simple.
But yeah, and y'all can watch this back because y'all love to watch them back. So like it and subscribe.
If you don't, you're racist.
But hey, man,
watching don't like.
I got a question for y'all boys.
You dig?
I got a question for y'all boys. When you was at football practice and your coach said, "Get them chopping," what kind of trauma is that leaving on y'all as grown-ass men?
I'm gonna let y'all go because I've been holding on my answer all weekend.
What kind of trauma, bro?
Well, how did that make y'all
Trauma.
feel? We're gonna do a quick retired athlete therapy session.
I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. When I was in high school, when I was 180, no problem at all. Get them chopping didn't matter. Now that junior season, when I got up to 240, running the rock 15 times a game, he was get him chopping. Yeah, I was. Yeah, man. Well, y'all better listen. Be tired as hell. So the trauma that it left, it definitely put some structure in my life because I know for a fact, man,
consequences and repercussions.
I'm telling you, and Caleb will stand by this for real. It's this thing at Davenport that we had called Champs Week. It was at 5 a.m.
Oh, now we getting the dumbass conditioning and shit that make you just doing shit.
But no, I'm saying this right here.
This pertains to get them chopped.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yep.
Durante Powers. No, 3 people came late that week.
PP like that.
Nolan Dean, Durante Powers,
dude,
and Jonathan Simmons. They all came late 3 days in a row. Did they do up downs 3 days in a row? No. Did the whole team of 120 young men do up downs for them 3 days in a row for 2 hours straight? Yes.
What?
Yes.
They should have had 120 fades.
Did they have to watch us the entire time? Yes. So when I say they created structure, I promise you I'm holding people accountable because if you got to watch me do up downs, it's going to be actions.
Look, man, I'm going to defend Johnny on this one because we had just came back from a bender. I'm surprised I made it because I ain't going to lie to you. We pulled up to South Hall at 3 a.m., dude. And we had to be up at 5. So I defend Johnny on that.
See, y'all was acting bad.
Yeah, we was. And that goes back to, a few episodes ago where we talked about, like, having leadership with a brand new team and, there's no seniors, things like that. But to give a synopsis on what Get 'em Chopping mean to me as a big dog, I'll start from when I was a kid.
That's when it was work.
Hey, bro.
Thick as hell. Baby Wade.
Look, bro.
Baby Wade Baylor.
Like that, it always came at the worst time. Like, what I'm saying, you go through practice. If you're a big fella, you watch it, you go through practice, you got like the fat man cramps in your ribs already. You hear Get 'em Chopping, bro. Yo, call my mama, bro.
You had the water cramp. You done drank too much water at the water break.
Call my mama, bro, because I'm about to take these pads off and give them back to you.
He Nike Land Shark. Nike Land Shark cleats.
I know that
knee pads over. Knee pads on his shins.
Inner city, Detroit, Get 'em Chopping, nigga. The grass ain't green, bro. It's yellow. It's dirt. Dude, man.
Let me put this in perspective. This ain't no nice plush grass. This grass like concrete.
Dude.
And I'm gonna chime in right here, bro, because we practiced at a baseball field. And I don't know if y'all had to do this, but we had to bring in like behavior reports from our teachers. Like we had to turn it in to the team before you played on Saturday. And if you ain't bring it to Friday practice, you couldn't play, or you had to find some way to get it there before practice was over. And me and my boy Ray forgot ours. And for some reason, he just wasn't having it today. So he said, you know what, y'all? I want y'all to stand in this dirt. And I want y'all to I'm going to stand here with y'all. And y'all going to do down-ups the whole practice. Gee. Until it's over. And my mom didn't bring that behavior report until the end of practice. And I had to beg him to play on Saturday.
Now you dirty, tired.
I never forgot
lost
that
your
day
dignity
for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm brown. We practice in like white pants and like, you know what I'm saying? And like probably like a t-shirt that your daddy gave you or something.
You got to get in your mama car all messed up. She cussing you out.
She cussing me out. You getting cussed out because you forgot something and you probably did something stupid at school and you didn't get that report card signed and I had to go find it for you. And your room was probably dirty at the time. So you just, yeah. It wasn't a good day.
Yeah, he was a wild boy.
This is one of the worst days I had.
Man.
Yeah, bro.
Hearing about that.
I mean, simply get him chopping, bro. Was the closest thing a coach could do to whoop a nigga. Like if a coach could take his belt off and whoop, get him chopping is the equivalent to that. That's really what he want to do. That means I want to whoop every single one of y'all, but I can't. So I'm gonna just yell, get him chopping, and make y'all suffer. It was their only way of inducing suffering on players.
Ain't nobody really explained it, bro. So Chaz, explain what a down up is, or up down, or whoever.
So
however
we call them down ups where I'm from. But a down up is just you doing high knees to your chest or as close as possible until they blow the whistle or yell down, and you gotta hit the ground basically like a burpee. And jump back up.
Gotta hit the ground.
Chest gotta hit the ground.
And
you gotta jump back up and keep chopping your knees, aka get them chopping. They blow that whistle, you hit down, you get up. If you get up slow or lazily, that's like I don't know.
You might as well be doing push-ups at that point.
That's like yelling back at your parents while you getting a whooping, right? Like telling them to stop while you getting a whooping.
That's grabbing a belt on accident because it hurt too much.
If you're getting up slow, they might. If you're getting slow, they might be blowing that whistle a little bit.
Already. That's what I said. You might as well be doing a push-up. Like, nah, man. Mm-mm.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
See, but that was light work. When me and Melvin was in high school, we had reminders, and then J-Dub brought it to Davenport. They called it kamikazes. Oh, you remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah, them was horrible actions. So
we had quite a big stadium.
Caleb, this is how it went. So you doing the up down up deal, but you got to go the length of the field. So every 5 yards, you going chest, boom, next one, boom. So not only is you not staying in place, you moving up and you running. I mean, like you damn near running. And doing it.
It's like a sprint down there.
Yeah, bro. You damn near diving, bro.
Yeah, I'll take my chances fighting everybody on the team. Doing that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm taking my chances, bro.
And then everybody who think about this, you gotta remind you, we're in full pads.
Yeah.
The majority of the time we doing this, we got pads, we got helmets on, all that good stuff. Like we are in gear.
It's hot.
I'm getting hot thinking about this. Like angry
my
hot.
Chest hurt.
Thinking about this.
My chest hit the turf right now.
Okay. With this topic, man, I got another question. I don't know if Melly was trying to dive into something different, but at some point in our lives, we were all overachievers when it came to the game of football.
That's true.
Do you agree with fighting in practice to prove a point, to prove your worth?
Prove your worth?
If a coach is looking at you and you feel like you need to be in that spotlight, but you're not, you're sitting under the light, but you're not in that spotlight. You kind of sitting, like them plates at a restaurant. You just sitting under that hot light, but nobody really see you. Nobody came to pick you up yet to take you to the table. Do you agree with fighting in practice to get your food brought to the table?
Melvin, Amari Joby, that's all I'm going to say. Look, but I gotta do the start, man. Yeah, we had a kid at our high school that was on that.
This what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say about it. But he did it. He did it through play though. Like for me, I'll try and hit you as hard as I could to make my statement. Like if I ever fought somebody in practice, I was just mad in that moment. Like you know what I'm saying, get on where you mad at is how I'm feeling. So it wasn't for that reason where I was trying to like get more attention on me where I was fighting. I was just mad and flashed out. But as far as trying to make a spot, I don't agree with that because you will get. I don't think you really getting the right attention you getting on you because what occurred for that fight to happen? You know what I'm saying? Did you make a good play? Because if you made a good play, you ain't fighting nobody. Most of the time, somebody getting horsed if they fighting.
No, that's not true.
Caleb funny because he looking. The one time I got to
I mean, that was like one of many, but yeah, the very first one ever, yeah. Nah, we don't got to talk about that.
Yeah, my bad. It might be different.
I jumped on Caleb back. I jumped on Caleb back like a like he was an animal. I tried to choke Caleb out.
Shit, that go off like a pit bull.
I tried to choke dog out. Yeah.
A gazelle on a grizzly bear, nigga.
Gonna see who was the hottest in Michigan.
Nah.
Got an East versus West going on. Nah, man. Like, I don't know. The fighting is crazy. Like, yeah, and it's cases like that. But I feel like don't y'all feel like most of the fights y'all seen was because somebody lost a rep, or somebody got the best of somebody during a rep, or they pulled some BS. That's where I see them.
That's usually between y'all two groups, though. You know what I mean? Like O-line and D-line.
I was gonna say the opposite. I see that more in like skill position.
Yeah, receivers and DBs, bro. Like,
yeah. Receivers and DBs. Where me and Chaz was at, we was in the group with a bunch of thick boys. Like, pause. We had some meatballs on the squad, so I don't think anybody was firing on us at that point.
Nah, bro. Everybody wanted to be buddy with the backs, man.
Everybody wanted to be cool with the backs, but them hogs
the
up
demolition
front.
Crew.
Them hogs up front, yeah, they was getting activated.
Hey, man.
It's just so much contact that tempers boil over.
Yeah, man. That's animosity of it.
It's good for
what I'm gonna say.
Sport though. It's needed though. You know what I mean? Like you gonna fight with your bros for sure.
Yeah,
you gonna fight with your bros for sure. Is needed because I know for a fact, like the amount of times I've wanted to swing on whoever, I know come game time at least I know he gonna scrap if it get down to that.
Yeah, but as far as for clout or trying to get a spotlight, I'll just try and show out like what showing my skill, like whether that's me like going a little bit too far, like to pushing the line. That's where I go. But as far as scrapping, I don't think I'm letting everybody else weigh in on it. But that's what I think. I don't think you should be scrapping to try and prove your point.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but I agree with you. I wouldn't swing on you to do that because at that point, but that brings me to another question though too. In this era of college ball, that's where we all came from. If you feel like you have to fight to get the spotlight, would you consider transferring out if you feel like you're not being valued and you got to fight, or would you still fight? Know what I mean, to keep where you at?
I just think all in all, transferring out ain't it. As somebody who went to 4 schools, transferring out it really ain't it, bro. Because you starting over every time.
Mm-hmm.
You starting over every time, whether they want you there or not. You starting over with a whole new group, whole new defense, whole new school. Like it's just so much. That's why the portal was kind of crazy to me. Like you going school to school like that, unless you are like guaranteed to start. Like I'd advise against that portal because the grass ain't always green on the other side. You better off dealing with the devil,
Never mind.
Be a long fall.
It definitely be a long fall. That's why the portal
somewhere
jumping like that. That's why the portal jumping.
Me along finna add Mike pretty soon here.
I need that sponsorship for sure. Put me in their next movie.
Sponsorship,
yeah, man. It's crazy though. It's crazy with the recruiting and the transfer thing, bro. Like, and I think we had a DM about camps, about football camps, where a guy was like, if you don't know nobody, don't be pulling up to no camps unless you was invited, because you're gonna be treated like I said, second class citizen or a check.
I peeped that. That was
in that case
too. Mm-hmm.
And that's very true, because you know what I'm saying. I went to a few camps where I was like, it was good to get to work and get the exposure to see what I needed to do or see where I was at or see what I measured up against. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I wasn't expecting no scholarship. I wanted some exposure to get my name out there. Most of the time, that's how you got your name out there. But you wasn't getting no scholarly. I wasn't going in there like, oh yeah, Melvin, gonna give you a full ride because you just wowed us with that, whatever you just did, that pass rush move. It's not gonna happen like that. So, yeah, if you want exposure, I say try and go to them small schools. Hey, hit them up. You know what I'm saying? Hit up at your local HBCU, your local school. What's in your area? Ask your high school coaches, your strength coaches, all them people. Go through them.
Before you go to a camp, man, you should definitely be in contact with a coach. And your position coach, if he's not going with you, should at least let that coach know that you coming.
Yeah.
Make sure he
If you're
there.
going to a camp, like at least, because to your point, all the camps I ended up going to, I was invited to, yeah. But besides that point, there was a lot of kids that was at these camps, just like you said, with no representation, none of that. They like no-name kids. Even in no-name kids, you may get a look, but they looking at you like, oh, we just pop him off like off a whim. So you already 2-3 months back, like the other recruits that they've been recruiting these like this whole time. So now you got to work even harder to keep their attention.
Make sure you take you a visit.
Exactly.
Before you do that.
It's like, and it was a dude that put it up on IG a couple days ago. He was like, when you go to them campuses, you gonna get like a legit invite. You got on there saying that the kids that were invited probably done had a tour with the coaches, all that before camp even started. And you just pulling up, you know what I mean? So if you ain't in contact, bro, with them people, you wasting your money.
Get you a visit, man, before you do all that. Take a visit, talk to them folks.
I say, or you could get lucky. I got lucky. You know what I mean? Like it was 2013, and I'm in Lansing, so right there with Michigan State. The camp that I went to, the Michigan State camp that first year in 2013, and I paid for it. I ain't know nobody. I ain't even my position coach ain't even nobody. I just went to the camp that was at Michigan State, and luckily somebody was there that most people would know. Malik McDowell. He was a senior that year, 2013, and he was already. I don't know if he was committed to Michigan State at that point yet, but he was at the camp, and I got a rep against him as a sophomore. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it might have looked like I won on film, but it ain't feel like it. It ain't feel like it, but because it looked like I won on film, and if y'all ever been to them camps, like once you do the reps, they take you to like the film room as like it was like a kind of like a real like college practice. Like they go, they take you to the film room, they show you your reps and everything like that. So like it looked like I won on film, but I promise you, it did not feel like it being in front of that dude. And that's that won me the network of knowing Michigan State offensive line coach, having his email, having his phone number. And my junior and my senior year, I didn't have to pay for those camps. I got invited to them. So
to add to that, you know what I mean? To your point, I'm seeing go to those camps young too.
Yeah.
Sophomore in high school.
That's an outlier. Because if you're a senior trying to do that thing, it might be too little, too late. You might be trying to try a different approach. Because to your thing, it can't happen like that. I'm not saying it can't, but I would.
It's not realistic though. It's not realistic.
And Caleb is not a small man, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. But compared to Malik McDowell, like he a big dude, bro. Like,
you like what?
Yeah, in 2013, Caleb was not the biggest guy, but he was huge for high school.
Right.
But,
he was about 5'8".
Sophomore in high school,
yeah, sophomore in high school, Caleb was little, bro.
He
was just out there balling.
I only know this Caleb, so I'm imagining like this Caleb pulling up.
Right.
I mean, last point I'll give to kids trying to get recruited or whatever is the squeaky wheel get the oil, right? So if they don't know about you, you got to make some noise, however you can. Whether that's at a 7-on-7, take advantage of where you at. Look for the coaches, talk to the coaches, let them know who you are. Hey, you never know. You say the right thing to a coach, maybe he'll stop it and check out a couple reps of a 7-on-7 or a big man camp or whatever it is, and then you'll get an invite back to a camp or something like that. I had a situation like that happen for me, and if I didn't speak up and I didn't say nothing, I would have been overlooked. I would have been another kid at a big old 7-on-7 tournament, and they got a radar and they know who they want to recruit already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not on that radar, how are they gonna find out about you? How are they gonna know about you?
And this comes
you just got to make some noise, coach. Baby, and make some plays.
This coming from high school.
This coming from a high school coach. I'm in this world right now. I've been through the whole recruiting process. I just had a couple kids get offers at camps within the last couple weeks. So yeah, I mean, make some noise, make some plays. If you're on the radar, they already got your film. So just show out when you do the combine test and all that stuff. Come in tip top shape. Be ready to play. That's it.
There we go,
Get in shape too.
man.
Yeah,
Stay
please
in
don't be out of
shape.
shape in high school, man.
Please
Please
don't be
don't.
out of shape.
Get in shape because
Please
your wind nicing up, and you know what I'm saying. You got young legs and all that. But stay in
Okay,
shape.
so we got a good question here. In this era, Chaz, you because you've kind of had to deal with this. Would you recommend kids platoon in a sport and just strictly push towards that? And if so, which sport would you recommend that to? Or would you recommend kids play 2-3 sports in high school?
I
So
am.
But,
I'm
hey,
completely against specialization. I am because when you specialize, I would probably say there's maybe one sport where specializing makes sense.
And
But if you play,
All right,
that's
hoop
who.
handling.
That's
That's
who.
who.
But if you play football, there's no reason for you not to run track or throw or whatever it is. And I mean, everybody can't hoop. Hop on the wrestling squad. There's no reason not to train every different muscle group in your body while you're in the off season. Okay. I got a quick story. So Ryan, I'm not going to say his name, but there was a coach. There was a coach from Ferris State, right? And
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
He came to one of our hoop tournaments to recruit for football. He's a football coach, but he didn't have an opportunity to get there in the summer or the fall. So he came to a hoop tournament in the winter. And that's how he was able to see, like, okay, what type of athlete is he? How does he move? Right. And some of this stuff translates. So I'm totally against specializing if you're a football player, especially. If you're a hooper, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to stay safe, take care of your body. But
yeah.
even for hoopers, I think it makes you a tougher guy going to the cup. Look at Anthony Edwards, man. I mean, look at Allen Iverson. You know what I mean? Like, I think football helps in basketball as well. So, yeah.
Hey, Mike, I'm curious to hear your answer because as a girl dad, you know what I mean. As of right now, you're a girl dad, right? Maybe down the future, you might drop a junior or something.
Drop a third.
I need you to answer that question because you know what I'm saying. Like, you looking at it from a different point of view than from what Chaz and Melvin got to look at it because they don't have kids like me and you do right now. So,
well, from my
I do got kids. I got 70 kids on a football team.
Yeah, cute.
Them all my kids.
Yeah, cute. And all different baby mamas too. But from my perspective, when it comes to shorty, I'm definitely thinking that I would, as opposed to a girl dad. That's a good question. Selfishly, I would say I want her to platoon in track and field and just go at that. But knowing how I've seen other sports contribute to what she's done as a cheerleader, gymnastics has helped her being flexible, nimble as hell, the whole nine. So obviously, at a workout, that translate to being a track athlete. She has long legs. She'd be a great hurdler. So for me personally, I would definitely tell kids stay away from specialization, focus on overall athleticism, and then focus on that once you get to that sport later in college. Because I tell people all the time, I believe I was a better track athlete than football player. I was a good football player, but I was a natural track athlete because I was just athletic. So, you know what I mean? But obviously that helped me play ball because straight line speed is whatever. So when it comes to Cambry, though, I would definitely say, you know what I mean? I would definitely want her to do more things at once. But it really just depends on the sport that it is that I would structure it around. So if she's a track athlete and I want her to strictly focus on track, I would probably put her in some things that are more geared towards running all the time. So that's hooping. I probably wouldn't put her in a sport like volleyball if she's not doing anything where she got to do a lot of cut and running, things like that. I want her to focus on straight line speed all the time, if that's what she's going for.
Like basketball, soccer, things like that.
Yeah, like I want her to really move, but other than that, though, like I want her to do 4-5 things at once. Because I think it's dope too, because you get all types of experiences, bro. my track friends ain't my football friends. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. So I'd rather go with that.
I think it's important for you to try all of these things, even if you're not great at it. Because if you could be an amazing football player and then like be at soccer. Like I try. The only sport I feel like I ain't tried was like baseball. Like all of the major sports. Like I played soccer as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get into track until high school. You know, I tried wrestling. I didn't like it, but the conditioning was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's a different level. That's a different level of endurance. You know what I'm saying? Where I came in the summer workouts, that was cake. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. I'm doing is lifting weights. I had to do pull-ups, sit-ups, push-up, run sprints, all do the whole nine. But like, me and Mike did the track warm-up at EK. That's a workout in itself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as an athlete, you should be trying to stay in shape and work as many like muscle groups and build different types of muscle memory, because the footwork I learned from throwing translate into like me learning how to put my mind and make that connection to my hips, that I need my hips and my footwork to work like in line this certain type of way, and my arm, and do all of these things with my body. Whereas, you know, football, you as a D lineman or as a line, you going straight, or you trying to go side to side. You ain't really thinking about, my feet and all this other stuff and stopping and going. Like, you know what I'm saying? I play basketball in the summer. You know, we playing 21. We at the park all day. We running. You know what I'm saying? You jumping, cutting, doing all this stuff. You building the callus, I feel like, because now you unlocking all these different muscle groups that you ain't really got to use. You know, they talk about how like you could tell a football player playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? Because they usually stiff, they relying on athleticism, they gonna bump you, you know, stuff like that. Whereas, you know, a hooper playing football, it's a little bit more graceful. Basketball, a little bit more of a graceful sport, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, track form, you know what I'm saying? I say it's great for if you football player, track anything. It teach you how to run, bro. Like if you ain't running properly, it mitigates injury, all this other stuff. You working muscles in your feet that you ain't even thinking about, joints, hips, all of that stuff. Like all of that stuff worked for me. I use all them hurdle workouts and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I learned from track in my off-season conditioning. And I wouldn't have learned that if I didn't do those things. So I say at least try and pick up things from these different types of sports, bro. Because you know you need to work all parts of your brain.
Great clip. There you go. Great clip.
True that.
Preach. Man. Preach.
But all right, man. Best sports tape in the country?
Yeah, I don't think anybody did research. We can definitely tap into it.
You want to tap into it? Or I just heard Draymond did decline his player option.
Yeah.
You want to get to that?
Yeah, let's get to the Saginaw Slugger real quick.
Draymond coming to the D.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, they ain't get Wemby.
Draymond, the next best option. They get Wemby. Sorry, Dre.
Sorry, Dre. He gonna bring the bad boys back. He gonna bring the bad boys back to the city.
So, Melly, you talk to me first. Right. You're our Western Conference basketball aficionado. Do you think he stays? Do you think he's declining it to stay and rework his contract, or what? Or do you think he's gonna go slide on Bron?
Because bro, then Bob Myers is the he stepped down, right? So
yeah,
I feel like this is because Draymond is rep by the same people LeBron is rep by, Rich Paul,
good old Clutch.
Boys, so Clutch Sports. So I believe they're gonna try and play ball with whoever. They trying to figure out who's coming into ownership. So that's probably why he declined and he has the option to. So that's why I'm seeing where the play is. It's fun to say, he gonna leave and go to Detroit. I don't really think Draymond wants to leave Golden State. And if he does, it's probably gonna be going home to Michigan. His wife from Grand Rapids, he played for Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rapids? I think so, yeah.
You lying.
Look it up.
Who is his wife?
But
Man, stop playing.
West Michigan be taking about the game.
I was gonna say.
hey, look. Hey, look.
And I'm talking
So-
from rappers, athletes.
Yeah, I don't
West
think
Michigan got
I
body.
don't think he really want to lead. I don't think he really want to lead the Warriors, man. That's my.
I don't
narrative.
either.
I just
really
think he
don't.
probably just gonna try and play ball with the new owner or GM, whatever you want to call it. That's gonna be running the show, and they're gonna try and figure something out. Because, if he really truly wants to leave, he probably gonna try and go chill with Brian in LA down the coast. Because I really don't think he want to lead the weather, or he goes to the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean,
them is the only things.
The Pistons are kind of an up and coming team. They haven't really been up yet, but they've been coming. Draymond,
Pause.
I knew it was coming, bro.
We talked about leadership,
but Draymond would actually be a good fit for the Pistons if we're talking on the court fit. If we're talking off the court fit, he'll bring that mentality to the D. I really don't think he wants to leave Golden State.
You're not leaving Golden State, bro.
But let's just play the game here. Let's play the game. I think Draymond would be a great fit in Detroit. I think he'd be a great fit because in Detroit he had autonomy to do whatever he wants. I think he'd be a great fit in LA as well. With Brian being the captain of that defense alongside AD. He's not gonna space the floor, but that's what they about to pay Austin Reeves to do. Whatever. He's like Jarrett Vanderbilt 2.0. Draymond's a defensive player of the year candidate every year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
That's invaluable, and he knows how to, run the offense. Lastly, a team that has not been mentioned. It was mentioned probably a year or two ago.
I hope you
on the lowest
say
key.
who I thinking. I hope you like say who I thinking.
And the fit is better now than ever.
Is it?
I think Draymond would be a great fit in Dallas.
Oh fuck, this nigga wrong.
Listen, hear me out.
Dallas, man.
If Kyrie and Luka are going to stay together and try to make this work, their biggest issue was the fact that they lost Dorian Finney-Smith.
True.
And the defense went out the door when Dorian left. If you can get somebody who can just run that defense, I guarantee you Luka and Kyrie can generate enough offense to outscore people. If the defense is able to, be functional. It don't even have to be a great defense. It just has to be functional. And I think Draymond could actually fit that role and kind of round that team out in the form and kind of complete that team in a way, man. I really do.
I can see
man.
Draymond going to New York.
Boo.
I can see
Miami.
I can see him going to Miami.
New York already nasty enough, bro.
Yeah.
It is nasty enough.
Miami would be nasty. They'd be scoring like 75 points a game.
But on defense, they'll make it shake. Because they, again, personality-wise, he'll probably fit with a squad like Miami.
He would, but they need size, man. They don't need another undersized good defensive player.
Right,
another
right,
6'7" feisty defender.
They do, but like as you said, he's not trying to leave Golden State. I'm not gonna Steph. I'm not leaving Steph, bro.
No, we're playing the game. We're playing the game. We're saying he's leaving Golden State.
Playing the game. Okay. Well, the game is if he want to be another third piece in whoever's big three.
He ain't nobody third piece.
Well, exactly. He ain't nobody third piece. But if you want that type of repertoire, New York.
I mean, they probably love him. You know where places that love Draymond, if we want to be honest. Detroit, Boston, Miami, the Knicks.
Exactly.
And of course, Golden State.
Them big markets with them big media options who gonna allow him to talk his shit every week.
I'm talking about cities where they love assholes.
Well, he an asshole too.
Philly.
Philly.
Oh. Yeah, he'll be a John. He'll be a little John.
Nut ass bull.
Nut ass bull.
Yeah, man. As we entered, I don't really want to entertain this because it's gonna be he caused all this hoopla. He signed back Warriors again. They all retire together in Silicon Valley.
You notice what happened? Them boy gonna be the Temptations of basketball. They ain't going nowhere.
Or Clay go to the Lakers.
That's never happening.
I wouldn't say never.
Play for his daddy team.
Out,
he a Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they
play for his daddy team. Steph go to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Jordan up out of there. You go back to Charlotte.
Bro, I actually thought about that.
Everybody go home.
Yeah, I actually thought about that.
Everybody go to the crib, the greener pastures.
Oh,
What if Bob Myers get hired because they about to clear house in Charlotte? What if Bob Myers get hired in Charlotte and bring the Golden State to the East?
How
Like
hard
how
do you think
the
Bob wants
Celtics
to
did.
work?
Hey,
No, Bob does not
hey,
want to
look,
work that hard.
look, I'm just talking,
Yeah.
bro. We just talking at this point. I'm just saying though.
Okay, I'll entertain it.
Gotta entertain it, man.
LaMelo and Steph and Scoot Henderson.
No. Melo can go back home.
PJ.
he can go back home.
PJ Washington,
Right.
Y'all think the Pistons gonna scoop in the draft? That boy Grady,
Wemby.
That boy
That boy
Grady Dick.
Grady Schmeat.
Grady Dick.
They gonna get Draymond and Wemby in the same draft. I'm calling it here now.
Or they gonna get a real shooter in Brandon Miller.
I hope that's who I hope they get. That's what. I
But
hope
they
get.
not.
There's no way he falls. And
But they
they're not
going.
gonna up.
Detroit going foreign first round.
Bro, no, they not. They don't
Darko
use
Jokic.
Look, exactly. You
Darko
see
Jokic.
what happened, bro? They going.
Nah,
They about to
They're
pull
going-
a Jokic out of
If
somewhere.
any team gonna go foreign first round, that's not Wemby. Is gonna be Detroit.
I think they're gonna
promise
scoop
you.
Cud from Villanova and play it safe. They're gonna scoop the boy Cam Whitmore.
We
probably.
think they gonna play it safe, but I promise you they not.
Detroit never plays it safe.
They
bro.
never
Like,
play it safe.
they
Killian
always
Killian,
do
Hayes-
the
hey,
other
Killian Hayes. I don't know
Carmelo
what they
Anthony.
was on
Killian,
that draft.
like, come on, bro. Like, Magruder, nigga, come on, bro.
But
I ain't drafting nobody named Killian or Magruder.
as the new head coach, my boy Monty,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? He might. Hopefully, he do what's right. Because Detroit is a hard city. Because when they
Pause.
mess with you, they mess with you, bro.
Yeah, facts.
When they mess with you, they mess with you, bro. For real. So
Blade Ice Mont, nigga. You know what I'm
Chill.
saying?
yeah.
King of the city. King of
I
the
can see
city.
the-
Blade Icewood.
King of the
buffs on them
mitten.
now. Let them look. Let them boys be the eighth seed. They gonna put the buffs on you. They just gotta get to the eighth seed. They ain't gotta get it.
They gotta get
Kick
to the
out
play.
of that.
They gonna be the play-in champs. How about those?
The play-in chips, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, how y'all feel about what that boy Cat said? He want to change.
Who?
Cat said he want to leave an impact on the league from his play.
Carl Anthony Towns?
Yes.
Bro, dude,
He said he want to change. He want to be known. Remember that someone who changed the game, I believe.
Yes.
dude
wanna
won
remember
one
somebody
3-point
who
contest
changed the
and get the tweaking out. I'm over, dude.
What did he change?
I don't know, bro. He like Jokic light.
He got choked out
Very
that
light.
one time. He got choked out and tapped out. That's all he did.
He a meme. He a meme.
I can't with Cat, bro. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
Wasn't he
that's
going
one
out
of
with
the
He's a good player.
Jordan Woods?
son.
He's a good player though.
he was
He a Boogie
Going out
Junior.
with-
That's what I was saying, and a less
Oh my
aggressive
God.
Boogie Junior.
Yeah, Bookie had dog in him, man. Cat's
Tech.
frustrating to watch.
That's why I said a less aggressive Boogie Junior.
Yeah, he's frustrating to watch, man. I just can't
He's-
do it with him.
Greg Oden with a jump shot.
He ain't Greg.
Better
Oden.
knees.
Greg Oden is just Greg.
Hey, Greg Oden with a jump shot and better knees.
Stop saying
Marcus
Greg
can't
Oden.
be- Marcus can't be no aggression.
No shot blocking either.
I think you hit it on the nose with the
Juiced up Tony Snell.
You're all right, bro.
Shout out Bees, bro. Cuz you Tony Snell.
Yeah, we gotta end it.
We gotta end this, bro. Hey, if y'all ain't
We
like
don't.
it,
We don't.
like the stream, man, and drop a comment and subscribe to this joint, dog. Make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all don't do nothing else, subscribe. You know
Well,
what I'm
because I
saying?
got a real question to keep on y'all minds for the next time.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Who got because I put it in the notes. Who got the better athlete dating lineup? Kim Kardashian, Kendall Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, or Kris Jenner? Who got
It's Kim.
I don't know all
Kendall.
the rosters, but
Kendall.
I know I was probably gonna say Kim, but I don't know who they are.
Kendall.
Kendall got some heat though.
Kendall.
Who Kendall
Kendall
got
got
besides
D
D Book?
Book.
That's all I know.
Who else?
Kim
on
Global.
that?
Ben Simmons. Ben
Kim
Simmons.
Global.
Ben Simmons.
D-Book. Cuz.
Who?
Cuz 1, Cuz 2. I don't know. Everybody, I gotta do. I don't know.
She
How
got
about
Blake.
that?
She
That's what I
got Blake
said for
Griffin.
next
I think.
time. Next time, keep that on. But my sleeper will be Chris Jenner.
Who Chris got? Bruce?
Bruce was on the Wheaties box, bro. He the best
No,
athlete
I
out of
know
all
Bruce.
of them.
Yeah, I know Bruce. That's what I'm saying. That's
He the
it.
best athlete out of all of them.
Kim got Kanye.
We
Kim
talking
got Reggie.
athletes.
Kim
Reggie
got
Bush.
Reggie, bro.
We talking athletes.
That's
Reggie
why Kim
Bush.
at the one.
Man,
Kim
wasn't
got
nobody.
Reggie. That's
Ain't
all I
nobody
care
in this
about.
panel
Kim
watch
alone.
Bruce Jenner do nothing live.
But he did win like everything.
He did. He a dog. He got that dog in him. But you know what I'm saying? Reggie Bush, my nigga.
Yes, Reggie, bro. You can't beat Reggie.
You know what I'm saying? Posing. Heisman.
Cuz did that one time when he knocked his helmet off on that screen pad on that
Bro,
swing.
you're
route.
a running back. You know he was defenseless.
He said
You
he
know.
was.
Said
Who
he
threw that?
must-
Did Drew Brees throw that pass?
I don't think Drew Brees threw that pass. It couldn't.
I
be.
think it
Alright.
was Drew.
You think
I
it
think
was?
it was.
Yeah, he a
But-
hoe for that.
He said dog up something mean. But no, I want to next part. I want to see who got the best lineup. And I want to hear the arguments as to why they got the best lineup.
Hey, next
subscribe
pod
if,
as
subscribe
well.
if
Hold on,
y'all want
brother.
to hear the next pod.
Next
with
pod,
this.
we also got to do the Russ versus Harden. We have to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have to do the comparison of careers. Who had a better career so far? To
Oh,
this
I
point.
forgot
Russ
that.
Harden.
Oh.
Because they line up, it's almost identical. But we
I'll
can
put it
tack
in
that
the
on
notes,
to the football episode next episode.
For sure.
All right. Yeah, man. But if y'all ain't do nothing else, subscribe. It's going to help the channel. It don't cost you nothing. Subscribe to the channel, y'all.
Free as hell.
And without further ado, I'm going to get us up out of here. Go.